Hello!
Welcome to Spin.
12 minutes.
Today's word is
Project.
yes. Which is project or project. Or any kind of accent you want with that.
Project. Or there's so many.
Projecting or projector.
Project. Project. Also. Project.
Projection.
Projection. Also
Projection.
like projectile.
Protestant.
Project. Yeah, that's the word. You get it?
Yeah.
I hope you get it. Project. Were you gonna say something? This is a highly
contendable
word we have been contending with for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost been a weapon of a word. How do you feel about that statement?
Sure, that's fine. It's just like I feel like I need a bit more words to like really make sense of that.
So I think it's like a fun weapon, like a banter word. It's like, okay, you're gonna continue projecting.
Is
all
it
your
ever
problems
allowed
onto
a
me.
fun weapon? I feel like.
Toy guns. I don't know. Which are really bad and terrible.
Sure.
But what was it the other day? I was at a mall and.
But it's all good fun. Yeah, you were in the mall and then what happened?
Well, no, there's just like at the luxury stores, they're selling like little plush, like, you know the things you attach to a bag, a keychain, that's what it's called, like little plush guns.
Right.
And I'm like, this would not fly in some places. Other places, clearly it's flying very well. But
like a projectile, it's flying.
like a projectile, and I guess what you shoot out of a gun, it's a projectile.
It's a projectile.
Yeah.
That's good.
Project.
Euphemism.
I don't even know what a euphemism is anymore.
It's like something to replace what actually means. Like the washroom instead of like the toilet. Like using a word to replace a word that's kind of vulgar, I guess. Or inappropriate.
Which word is vulgar in washroom or toilet? Toilet is the vulgar word?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, alright. I think that makes sense. Sure.
Or like laundry instead of like dirty underwear.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'd like it, but it's funny.
It's
I don't-
funny.
Intra-funny.
So, project, usually I think when we use it, it's like, usually like a continuous thing, like a projecting. Like you're projecting something of yourself onto someone. So, what that means is, you're trying to find something about yourself in someone else.
Mm-hmm. Like you're using another person as a platform to project yourself onto so that you can understand your situation better, but it has negative connotations because,
For you.
moving the bed. It has negative connotations for the person.
As you continue moving the bed.
I'm just moving it so I'm not stepping on your things.
Just kick all my stuff away.
It's fine. Basically, it's bad if the person projecting doesn't realize that they're projecting and they're trying to, convince someone of something that's actually just them trying to convince themselves of something, if that makes sense. And that's why it can be dangerous, and you can call people out on it.
For instance, could you give an example? Can you give?
Can I give? So a very clear example I have is actually nothing to do with you. It was
That's fine.
surprising.
How dare you not talk about me?
Because usually you're the one telling me that I'm projecting, is not the other way around, which I have yet to interrogate. But there was a person I met in North Carolina who I actually called them out on projecting. It was funny. This is Adam Boyd. We were about to have like a break on a weekend for this program I was doing, and so this person, Adam, comes to me and says, "Oh, like, what fun things are you looking forward to doing this weekend?" Or like how are you gonna rest this weekend? And I was like, I don't know, Adam, how are you going to rest this weekend? Like, it really sounds like, or somehow he phrased the sentence that made me realize that he wasn't asking this question to actually know what I was doing. Like, he was really excited or, like, really needed his plans to happen, and he just wanted to be nice about talking, and, like, I don't know. And then that happened again today.
Maybe he was kind of interested, but like his own interest was overwhelming.
I think, and it's not even that he wasn't, he was not interested in, and he probably would have been very respectful and, like, given me a lot of space to talk about it, but the thing is that he didn't understand how much his intention was driving how he questioned. Like, he didn't, like, yeah.
So you called him out, basically.
I guess I was like, oh no, I think you should tell me what you're doing first, and he had this moment, he was like, oh my god, you're right, like, I'm totally really excited about my weekend, and I was just asking. So it wasn't a big deal, but that happened again today. Like, another person came up and talked to me at work, and was like, we were chatting, so, like, we were talking about
You just love chatting all the time.
Chatting, chit-chat. Throw words around, like, projectiles, haha. Anyway, basically they were like, oh, so what languages are you learning in your spare time? And I'm like, I was like, actually, I just, like, listen to podcasts in my spare time at work.
Actually, you are a master of a few languages.
That's not the point. But anyway, but it was only after I responded that I realized that, oh, clearly this person wants to tell me about the languages they're learning in their spare time. And then even after I was like, actually, no, I'm just watching podcasts. I thought this person was going to ask, like, oh, what podcast? They were like, oh, well, I'm actually, like, learning, like Mandarin. Like, I'm really excited about it. Like, I feel like, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, all right. You could have just told me that. So anyway, I've spent a couple minutes now explaining what projecting
So basically
is.
we're all, I think...
Always.
No, I was going to say, I think we are all experts at projecting and being projected on.
Experts.
Right?
I don't think... Not everyone is conscious that it's happening.
Sure.
So to say you're an expert...
But everyone has experienced, I think,
I'm
both
sure.
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
that
all.
was it.
That
Okay,
was it.
sure.
But then I had this revelation today, like, a project is like what you're projecting out into the real world. Is that you're trying to manifest your own projection into something. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, like, a projectile, like, when you throw something, like, clearly you either didn't want this to be part of your life anymore, so you throw it away, or it's so, like...
You want to throw it away, or you want to throw it at something?
You want to throw it at something. Or, like,
Or
I think
someone.
both. I don't know if it... But, like, there's some part of identity moving in there also. And then the other part of it is, like, projecting a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where you literally just project an image onto another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I don't have much more else to say about that. I don't know how to complicate. I don't know how to... What's the word? How have I already forgotten this word? I can't believe it. Problematize.
Complicate is also one of the words.
Complicate's a fine word, but problematize is the word that everyone loves to use in the academe. So, but yeah, projecting. But I don't know. I think that the crux of the issue is, like, at what point is it okay to project, and at what point is it not, and when, where's that line? And do some people cross it more than others, or is it just a matter of power and privilege, or is it just a matter of how we, like, dissect and understand our lives? Which methods are we naturally good at doing, and which people can we do that to without them getting annoyed at us? And how long can we do that for someone else, anyone else?
These are all the projections.
Yeah, this is my projection onto life.
I think the video that we're doing is a projection, right, to other people. Like, hello, this is about us. Like,
yes,
I'm projecting it
we're
to you
literally
when you see it.
projecting this into your face.
Yeah.
But you also had to
Depending on how
click.
close your screen is. I guess.
That's true. You also had to click to open it, and you haven't stopped by now.
But you probably got it because we sent it to you. So that's even more of a projection.
But I feel like we
right?
need to hit a crux.
Okay, what's the crux?
I just tried to explain it, and I wanted to know if you had the answer.
What was
Where's
your
the line?
question? Well, I think everything is situational, blah blah blah, and all that, right? No. Some people are more comfortable being projected on than others. And some people are more comfortable projecting than being projected on.
When is it bad to project? Like, can you name a situation where it's...
Well, when someone's obviously having a fucking bad day and you're like, hello, like, look at what about me.
I'm trying to think of, like, the really bad case where it's actually really toxic and it's actually really, like, detrimental because someone doesn't realize that another person is projecting? What?
Well, I think this probably happens a lot in like a conventionally or like explicit like hierarchical. Actually, not even explicit, like any kind of situation where there's some kind of hierarchy or power relation. Like if you're working in some office and like there's a boss who like wants to be friendly with you, but actually has your own like agenda about that. Like, do you know what I mean? Or like if you are a worker in a company or something and you're trying to get a raise and then you're like trying to project that kind of like trying to be friends with someone, but actually you're projecting. Okay, it's a bit muddly now, but
I see that. I mean, I'm thinking of something even more stupidly archetypal, like someone with
like attraction, like you're projecting your attraction on something.
Okay, sure. That's a whole nother one. Oh my god, that I feel like I would love to get into, but I have this idea in my head. You say now. You don't have to go into it, but I want to. It's kind of stuff on me. So basically, let's say that like a kid was like maybe emotionally abused by one of their parents growing up, and then that kid has kids, and then that parent who grew up with the abusive parents projects their understanding of what life means.
Or parenting
and what that looks like. Even if they're not abusing their kids, they might be insidiously painting a worldview that is also from that abuse. And so instead of sitting down and dealing with that abuse, they're projecting their pain that they haven't dealt with, or you know what I mean? And that is really up to the individual.
Say the word.
Huh, which word? Oh, well, yeah, intergenerational trauma is everywhere. That's not even, I guess that's pretty intergenerational. Yeah, that's for sure intergenerational trauma. But, like, yeah, definitely. I wasn't thinking necessarily of that word, but I guess this is me projecting. You see what I mean? That's, like, literally it, right? Like, it's like, all right, check and stop yourself. Where am I getting my examples from? Like, what is my context? What is my background that makes me who I am and makes me say what I am, basically? Bye!
Time's up.
That's a fun